What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Bax, and welcome to a playthrough in 3v3 Commanders in Direct Strike. This is a game that I have put quite a bit of time into. It's a very fun game, very simple and yet complex, and a reminder that this game is a free game inside a free game. I have been experiencing an unnaturally large amount of toxicity in this game recently, and at the end of the day, let's all take a deep breath and just kind of like chill out and be bros to each other. That being said, I'm playing on random. And our random has given us the Rainer. We are Rainer. So I'm gonna open up with a gas. In Commanders, you typically can gas a little bit earlier. You can gas a little bit earlier than you might otherwise gas, like as far as like standard might be concerned. Because your commanders are usually more powerful. So we are going to open with our single gas here. Is that mine? No, that's my my teammate's building is encroaching on my space. I'm not a fan of that. Okay, so I'm just going to put down one here. This is just one early unit just to scout out, okay? I just want to see what we're going up against before we start our building process. Sometimes I might just kind of make the decision to go for it. Bio's really strong with Rainer. You can get your fire bats up front, and then you can get them some upgrades. Get the upgrade for the medic that's going to help them heal a little bit more, and it reduces the damage that that the healed target takes. So you can get fire bats up front, ton of armor on them, get a bunch of medics behind, and then the upgrade on the medic also lets them heal mechanical units. And so when they start healing mechanical units, you get those really fast setup siege tanks. You can get a really nice gig going. So we didn't see anything from our opponent, so I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade to tier 2. Tier 2 allows me to scan, and scans with Rainer work a little bit differently. You have 2 charges. It scans a greater area for a longer period of time, but you don't actually have any detection units. So the scan is your only way to see what your opponent is doing if they have invisible stuff. That being said, you know, your teammates can certainly help you out in that regard. Let's see if our little hero marine here can run into some trouble. No, our opponent's still not showing their colors. So what this means is as soon as we get up to tier 2, we're gonna scan our opponent's base. We're gonna try to figure out exactly what is going on. All right, so here is our tier 2. We do have a bunker that we can drop down now. That looks like a decent spot for it. And drum roll, please. Dahaka. And they seem to be AFK. So what that means for me is we're gonna drop second gas, and we're gonna see if I can this may be an unfortunate thing for our opponent, but we're gonna see if we can kind of screw up the order here. We'll get some attack upgrades. They're either AFK or they're just teching straight up to tier 3 for whatever reason. I'm not entirely sure. That hurt. Okay. We are going to get our second attack upgrade. We're trying to do a ton of damage. What we're going to do is we're going to try to burn down this bunker. Now, it's not going to happen this time because that grenade hurt like hell. But we're going to continue to do that. Now, I am going to use another scan here. Our opponent is indeed AFK. So we took a risk. We took a risk there, and it didn't work out. Mirage is one of the strongest. This unit is just bogus strong. Very, very strong unit because of its healing with Karax. Karax is the commander you play to get the Mirage. And when they take damage, you can upgrade them. Oh. Okay, so now let's see if we can cheese this out. Nope, Dahaka's back. Dahaka's here, team. So now I'm a little bit nervous. Now we have something to be nervous about. Also, this is annoying. Crooked Sam just kind of stacked behind. Oh no! Come on, Marine! No! The hero Marine goes down. Okay. So now we can see what. So they dropped the gas. They dropped the Haka. Now, Dahaka usually plays on the ground. Okay, they've upgraded tier 2. Oh, no, that was actually for, yeah, Dahaka leveling up. So we've already built this much, but we do have to go dust. We do have to go some dust. The Dusk Wings. Very, very strong unit. That's why you only have 5 charges. They are Banshees. They come with Cloak and their Shockwave missile battery already. So you have 5 charges of those. We're going to go ahead and pop those guys out there. And we will go ahead and give them this upgraded range as we level up to 156. How exciting. Let's give them the advanced optics. Ah, very well done. Okay, so they go for mass muta. Interesting. So for the mass muta, we have a few options. Option number 1, Marines, and a lot of them. Option number 2, Vikings, and a lot of them. The Vikings do splash damage in the air. We are going to go ahead and take our 5th Duskwing. So we do have to decide what that's going to look like. Now, they don't have any armor. 200 apiece. Without the armor, like, they're still light units. I think I am tempted to try here. 14 damage against ground with 45. So these Crooked Sams getting through is also not really helping the issue, but because we are fighting through Crooked Sams, I am gonna go for bio. So what we're gonna do with this is actually we're gonna move this back 1 full line. Oh yeah, fill bunker. That's awkward. To anybody, oops, to anybody who was watching and was like, hey, you got to fill that bunker. All right, so then we're gonna go ahead and stack these guys up in front here. I do like to keep my rows pretty. We're gonna get the extra life. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade our armor. That armor is gonna help us survive against those mutas that they are massing. So 16, and we popped up 2 armor, so that actually negates those two upgrades. And then in theory, if we keep going Marines, we should be able to just carve straight through those mutas. This is excellent. So we are still pushing through on the ground. And sure enough, the Marines were the correct choice at this time. Now, we could drop a 3rd gas here. And I'm tempted to do so because we are controlling mid right now. The problem, though, is the Crooked Sam's coming out against our friend here, who is playing Phoenix. Doesn't seem to be able to handle that, at least for the time being. Now, it looked like there was, yeah, I did see that little visible there. So we will go ahead. We have 1 more scan to use. Let's see what our opponent's doing for gas. So they're on 2 gas. And their gas is much later than ours. And it looks like we are actually fighting through. So I am, not going to scan. I'm going to go ahead and drop our 3rd gas. It looks like we are going to take this bunker pretty soon. Pretty soon. We're doing a good job with our push. And I'm just waiting. So I do have a little bit saved up here because I'm waiting to see what are they, because the mutas aren't working. If they start to go creeper hosts, which a lot of Dahakas will do, I want to be prepared to deal with that. So I want to be ready to drop a whole bunch of stuff. Creeper hosts are pretty annoying to deal with, and we'll probably go a lot of siege tanks to start to stack that up and move it forward before they can stack it up. So this is the Mirages again, just kind of holding here. Our All-Rock player is doing a good job. They have a bunch of Slayers. But look at these things. They're just living. Just living forever. So I'm just waiting until my opponent pops their next decision here. It looks like they've spent upgrades on the mutas. Now, I don't know if that's the best idea. We're probably just going to drop a billion more Marines. We don't even need to. Like, look at that. The mutas are just, they're dying. Now, Marines would actually be really good against all of this next wave as well. So we are going to just go, we're gonna go nuts. And then we're probably gonna tech, you know what? We might drop 4th gas. But I wanna just push the advantage. So 4th gas, I think, is a viable option here. I think 4th gas would be totally fine. I'm dropping because it looks like we're uneven, and I don't know about you guys, but I like to have a very even. I like a nice unit setup. Okay, balance is a key to victory. That's probably not true. Okay, there. So now we're balanced on our. I could have just moved one over, but you know what? Let's build some units. Feeling pretty good in this one. Movement speed for the afterburners. We don't really need that right now. So this is going poorly, mostly due to the fact that we are fighting 3 waves. Okay, so you can see here, they're staying on the ground with the Impaler. 2 Impalers. So let's go to the air. Let's go to the sky. Let's save for the Hyperion. Looks like we're going to lose our bunker. Now, this is unfortunate because Crooked Sam is doing work against our friend here. And these Impalers are bad news bears. Oh, I have free scans, brah. I got you. You gotta believe in me. Okay. So it's not going. Okay, so they're just going Impaler. So if we get the hip gonna hop. Signals to retreat. Why you want to retreat, brah? So look at all these mirages. This is gonna be pretty rough. We do have to go for the Hyperion. I think the Hyperion's gonna do quite well here. And our detection's gonna go away. Good thing they have. Could that really see from out there? That's crazy. Did they have another detector up closer? Wow, that was a pretty friggin', that was a long ass range. All right, so we're gonna move our bunker back. Once you lose your bunker, okay, boom, roasted. Boom. Okay. See, that's how we do it. So we got through all the extra. The extra's gone. But we are unable to push past that. So we are going to save for the hip. I think the hip's going to be, we're going to put that right out front. So I'm actually going to take these guys and we're going to move them back 1 space. Yep, that should be room for the Hyperion. Hyperion is a very expensive 2250 super mega battle cruiser. So right here, you can see, I mean, a lot of work needs to be done to actually kill this stuff. And it doesn't look like that work is happening. And that's our big issue. We got to get through the mirages. The key to getting through the mirages is just to like you have to counter them hard. All right. So our bio does a great job of clearing up the excess. Excellent. Good stuff. Great. All the Impalers. I'm really excited to get this Hyperion out here. I think my teammates will know by seeing how much I'm saving up. We'll get the AFK warning coming up here. 3 gas for all of us. We waited on our 3rd, but and it looks like they waited on their 3rd. Good to see that one of them actually took it, but we aren't controlling mid, so we're losing out on that income, and I don't know if that's worth it. So I do still have a couple scans here. They did go 3rd gas. They're continuing to just build Impalers. Are we stacking? We might actually get a stack here. This would be excellent. Can I get in front of Tal'Darim? Or Tal'Darim? And it looks like the answer is yes. So that being alive is going to add a lot of damage against Dahaka here. If we can burn through Dahaka quick enough, we do. I can do this. And we'll tear through. Here we go. There we go. The stack has happened, and we have hit for next wave. Not too shabby. All right. There's the hit. And now we'll probably give some upgrades up to our mech so that hip can be as survivable as possible. The Mirage, 9 damage. We already have 3. So if we get another 3 for 6, each one of those is only doing 3 damage a shot. And that ain't too shabby. The Mutas, I think, did 16. So bring those down to about 10 per shot. I don't remember. I think it was about 16. We're shooting the Primal Worm. I don't know about that as a strategy. So we need to kill Dahaka here. Okay, so we can either go Siege Tank, we can start to go into the Siege Tank, or we can just go even heavier into Marines. And I think, as weird of a strategy as it might be, we're gonna do that. That's a ton of damage output. And I think I feel okay with that. So mostly just because it will hopefully carve through all this air out here. The Impaler staying alive is pretty bad news. Did we get that one? We didn't quite get that one. The Hyperion potentially staying alive for another go. That's pretty cool though. So now we're gonna go back into the air, I think. Now we're gonna go back into the air. Let's get a whole bunch of Banshees, or we can get a whole bunch of Vikings. Because we do have the Battlecruiser, I'm not entirely sure of. They might stay alive. They might keep our Hyperion alive. Let's get a little weird. All right, so we'll go ahead and give you the upgrade so you can do some Yamato, and then we will upgrade. And I think we're gonna get our 3/3 afterburners for move speed. All right, big party coming now. Yeah, they went igniters. They went igniters into this. I do not agree with that at all. You don't get Dahaka going igniters into this. That's not going to end well. We don't even have any medics. We haven't even made any medics. All right, the Hyperion doing a great job. We do see the Battlecruiser soaking up quite a bit of damage there. And this is the push that may end the game. So before we even get the upgrades, I'm actually just gonna get more units. And I think we should be able to take this. We should be able to take this. This push may be too hard for them to overcome. We finally did get a stack that we're looking for. The Primal Igniters die immediately. That's a ton of income. How many did they build? 5, 6? And I think that's finally going to be the game. And we did get the push. There were probably some more efficient ways to do everything, but that's the case. That's always the case, isn't it? I think that's always the case with direct strike. There's always a more efficient way. There's always a more interesting way to do things, but you got to have some fun with it at the same time. We come out with a victory as Rayner, and feels good. Once again, we were playing random. Thanks everybody for watching and tuning in. For those of you who did, 37 APM. Wow, we're out of control. We're out of control out here. cheers. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel, please. Much appreciated. If you like the video, like it. If you have somebody who might enjoy the video, share it with them. And comment below if you have any strategy, ideas, or tips, or tricks, or things you would have done differently in this game, because discussing strategy is one of the most fun parts about trying to figure out strategy. I'm back, so I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.